I'm just surprised with how quickly football has risen. I know that we were going to achieve this, but I didn't know that it was going to be achieved in such short a time.
Welcome to the Philippines. This is Manila, its capital and one of the largest metropolitan areas in the world. It's the main city of an archipelago of over 7,000 islands, a country where football has played second fiddle to basketball for a long, long time. However, things appear to be changing. The last few years have seen the national team's ranking and popularity surge, and the domestic United Football League, which opened for business as recently as 2010, has also begun to flourish. Former national team player Randy Rojas, who now heads a major financial services company in Manila, is the president of the UFL.
10 years ago, we would only have tournaments that lasted 4 months out of the year. That would translate to maybe just maybe 15, 16 games of weekend type of football. Players would hardly get any significant allowances for playing for their clubs, and they would rely mostly on their day jobs really for sustaining their livelihood. Whereas the league today, you now have 10 first division clubs and 10 second division clubs. A few friends and myself came together about 3.5 years ago, and we looked at the landscape. We pretty much felt that what was needed to help the sport was a more consistent domestic league. And what we basically did was take the existing framework but added more corporate marketing, and from there we were able to take baby steps towards growing it to where it is today.
The current league champions are Global FC, who won the title for the first time last season. Dan Palami, who's also the national team's manager, is their owner and chairman.
It is important that with the rise of interest of Filipinos in football, there's an organization, there's a league to catch the fever of interest, and it's good that we have one right now. The UFL, and the federation is also planning on making it national, and so there will be a lot of more people involved, and a lot of more players really looking at football as even as a career and not just as a hobby. And I think it will just make us stronger as a footballing nation.
One of the main reasons behind the national side's rise is the introduction of several so-called Phil foreigners, players of Filipino heritage, who learn their football overseas. It's a testament to the rise of the UFL that many of these players have now opted to play full-time in Manila. Spanish-born Carly de Murga joined Global in 2012, winning the league's Most Valuable Player award in his debut season.
It's really a fantastic experience. To be honest, I didn't expect something like this to happen to me. I lived in Spain, and the Philippines is a very long way away. The culture is different here. Practically everything is new to me, the language, the food. But the truth is that I'm enchanted by the place. The people treat you really well. Their football is growing, and I think that right now, football in the Philippines is making a name for itself.
The UFL is also taking a hands-on approach when it comes to grassroots and youth development, encouraging its clubs to set up their own academies, with youth leagues due to be introduced soon.
This will involve tournaments for the youth, ranging from under 19 all the way to under 10s. There are a lot of Filipino kids playing the sport today, and it's probably the fastest growing sport in the country today, and we want to harness the growth through the youth level, which would also help sustain the growth of the domestic league.
As the UFL continues to develop, it's attracted more corporate backing. The majority of matches this season are being played at a purpose-built stadium in Manila, with plans afoot to develop more venues in future. They've also secured a local TV deal, bringing live games to a growing fan base twice a week. And later this year, Global will be taking part in the AFC President's Cup, Asia's third-tier club contest, the first time any Filipino club has participated in official continental competition.
We look forward to being known as a strong club and as a club who reaches out to the community, but also as not just in the Philippines but also outside the Philippines, and to be more competitive internationally. We hope to see ourselves one day in the AFC Champions League, and we're working towards that.
Professional football is still very new to the Philippines, and there remain very many challenges to overcome. But with a growing number of enthusiastic supporters and a continuing increase in quality in both the domestic and international game, the sport seems to be making quite a comeback in this corner of Southeast Asia.